afternoon, everybody. We are going to be ranking your taste in anime today. How many of you guys are thinking, you're a little afraid for what I may say for your tastes? You're going to be exposed on the internet. Hello. Hello, everybody. Nice glasses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No fear? That's good. That's good. You should be. But, you know, I'm quite opinionated when it comes to anime. Not afraid? I really think you're gonna take those words back. Might be a little too blaced. I'm gonna try my best. I think you have only watched one of mine, and I know you won't slander that one. Well, we'll see. I will be honest with the ones that I do not know much about. So, for the most part, if you wind up having a lot of anime on your list that I don't really know a lot about and I'm not very familiar with, then do not worry, I will put you in the mid category. Mid means I'm basically giving you the benefit of the doubt. I hope that won't be any mistakes on some of these. Hi, Miri. It's okay, we already know you approve of my all-time favorite anime, Diabolic Lovers. Yes, that is in fact the best anime known to man, by the way. I stand by that. I would like to present this to the court. Yeah, so the two criteria basically is going to be based or waste, and the middle ground is, well, you know, mid, and that will mean maybe perhaps most of your tastes in anime I can approve of, but I don't know. You know, or I disapprove of most of them, but there are a few really stellar choices in there. Those could also land you into the mid category. Mid is really me not wanting to hurt anyone's feelings, but we're gonna be hurting a lot of feelings today. Straight to the point. Yes, sir. Alright. So, I will state, I only picked 20, like actual individual marshmallows. Some are anonymous, and some do have names on them, and your name will be presented to the class, so I hope you prepared for that. And you're about to learn your lesson if your taste is trash. But, yeah, the reason I only picked 20 is, one, there were quite a few of them, thank you guys, and two, there was a lot of overlapping. So a lot of you will see probably what you put on yours on a collection of others. So I think it would be fun if after this, maybe either in the Discord or on Twitter, if you guys would like to respond to my, well, on Twitter at least, if you'd like to respond to my thank you for coming to the stream tweet with your own tier list, or you could just tell me, aw, man, according to my calculations, I wound up in the based category, or I wound up in the waste category. I think that would be pretty fun. I'd like to see the ones that I didn't, give full spotlight to. And yes, feel free to put those in the Discord. There is an official Aeon Project Discord. Can I get a Discord, please, dear mod in the chat? Thank you, thank you. Those of you who have not joined, come on, drop by. There is a near thread already prepared. Just in case, you know, you needed more near in your life. And everyone's super friendly, and I hope you'll have a good time. Just respect the rules and be a cool dude, and everything will be fine. Everyone, happy time zone? Oh man, it's like 3 in the morning, isn't it? It's like 3 in the morning, huh? Nice shades, thank you, thank you. So, we are going to get right into it in a matter of a minute. I actually just got a package delivered, and there have been some unfortunate porch pirates lately going around stealing all of my knickknacks, so yeah, I unfortunately already lost something once, so I am going to, I'm gonna go pick that up real quick. I'll be as fast as possible. I will not, slip down and fall. Probably. But yes. So I'm going to comically crumple over, and I'm not dead! Don't tell them I'm not dead for the last time, even though you do it every time, chat. I have in fact returned. I know it was scary without the sound of my voice. I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry about it. I do go out for anime and manga stuff because it is very overpriced otherwise, and I have an anime and manga dealer, so I get it at a pretty good price. But other stuff, you know, you think I'm going outside? No. So of course I have to order it from the Amazon. And the Amazon is pretty good about when things get stolen, but I would prefer not to go through the trouble in the first place, you know? I do in fact live. I do in fact live. Also, I would really like to say, very quick, thank you, Drisbane, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Also, Miri said it's actually 3 a.m. here. Well, I'm a wizard. What can I say? Who's my guy? You're not gonna know my guy. You can't have my guy. Sorry. My guy. I'm the, he is the only one giving me discounts. You can't have him. I will not share. Alright. Let's get into this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? Are you ready, doobies? Are you ready to rumble? Ding ding. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at these suckers right here. I thought I moved it enough, but I did not. I'm still kind of in the way. Hold on. I thought I moved it enough, but I did not. There we go. Now we can see. So, we got based, waist, and mid. Okay? Are you guys ready for the first one? Here's the first one. That was a really shitty drum roll. Boom. I didn't click it. Boom. Alright. We got this opinion from an anonymous. We got Neon Genesis Evangelion. March comes in like a lion. Your lion, April, Horimiya, and Golden Time. So I'm gonna make a little bit of an assumption. You really like those anime where human connection is very important to the main characters. You like it when trials and tribulations maybe or may not bring people closer together. You like things just a little sad, but not overwhelmingly sad, like everything's horrible all the time. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad, a nice mixture, a nice life. And yeah, I'd say for the most part, pretty based. You get the base category. I will give you that. I will give you that. I like my anime to make me feel things. I agree, and that is why I think you are deserving of the first based award. So let me do that right now. Also, I would like to say thank you, Jonah Barajas, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate their 3rd super on a live stream. Why, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for participating in this part of the culture. Thank you. Alright. Let's move this one on over into the abased category. Ba-bam. Alright. Ready for the next one, folks? Here we go. Top 4 anime. No particular order. This is from Nova. We got Steins Gate, Monogatari, all of them, Cowboy Bebop, and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Let me really quickly look up The Girl Who Leapt Through Time because that does sound familiar. Yes, I know what this movie is. Technically a movie, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it even though it's a movie. I did see that. I did. I was like, sounds familiar. I probably just haven't seen it in a little bit. And yeah, it's been a little bit, but. Alright, let's see. You know what? Pretty based. First of all, Steins Gate. Amazing anime. Amazing game. I love the light novel. Monogatari. I'm assuming you mean by Monogatari, you mean Bakemonogatari, Kizu Monogatari, what are the other ones that they have? There's so many names. Kizu Monogatari. There's so many different names. But I'm gonna assume you mean that, and in that case, yes, I do agree with you. They're pretty good. Cowboy Bebop. Well, I will admit, I have not watched all of Cowboy Bebop. The bit that I did watch, I really liked. It was just, I think what had happened is I was trying to watch Cowboy Bebop and Hunter x Hunter at the same time, and I think I just got a little bit more, I don't know, I think Hunter x Hunter was just a little bit more my speed at the moment. You know, you gotta have a certain kind of, like, feeling sometimes when you're watching specific kind of anime. Because sometimes I can watch, like, the saddest stuff known to man. Pure depression. But sometimes I'm like, I just want them to be happy. And so I don't, you know? Comes in waves. And The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. That was a really good movie. Honestly, seeing it on this list kind of makes me want to rewatch it. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna make a little list. Some of you guys with your suggestions are going to remind me of things that I haven't seen in a little bit. And I really want to see. Or things that I've just been putting off. So, let me just type that in. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Yeah, I like that. I did like it. I remember thinking that the boy was pretty. Let me see. I remember thinking that the boy was real cute. Yeah. Yeah, I still think he's real cute. It's like a simple art style, but I gotta admit, the kind of reddish, brownish hair, I dig it. Also, thank you, Sylphie the Black. Out of curiosity, have you gotten an Akasupa? I don't think so. Am I about to sound like a total mean person? Am I about to sound like a total mean person? I am so sorry if someone actually did, but I don't think so. You really put me on the spot here, man. Now I have to go check because I don't want to feel bad. So if I forgot, then I really feel bad. Let's see. Yeah, no. No, I did not. No, I did not. Oh. Yes, I have. Thank you, Sylphie. Now you have also Full Metal Panic Fumofu. It sounds familiar, but I'm going to be honest. I have not seen that anime. I am familiar with it. Like, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it, unfortunately. And, yeah. But I'm willing to give any anime a try for the most part, so thank you for the recommendation. I will put that on my list. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Alright. Although, I don't know why, but my alerts aren't sounding for some odd reason. I don't know why, because they should be, but nothing has popped up yet. That's really weird. Even though I had it working yesterday. So for some reason, I did mute it for the karaoke, but I've turned it back on, so it should work. It's just not. Super alerts were broken for Miri as well. Ah, YouTube moment. Well, here you go. You get a custom super chat alert, okay? There you go. That's all you get. There's my sound alert. There's my custom sound alert for today only. Get it. Get it now for $3.99. Wasn't expecting that? You're welcome. I live for the unexpected. If you expect things from me that are normal, and it's gonna be a different sound every time. You'll never know. You'll never know. No, not free 99, $3.99. Best return on a Nakasupa. I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. So, Nova. Let's get back to this list. I don't know, chat. I don't know. What do you guys think? What should it be? What should it be, chat? What should it be? I'm going to say based. Sorry, I was really holding out on that one there for you. I'm gonna put you in the base category, Nova. I agree with these choices. I enjoy them. They may be basic, but they're strong basic ones, okay? They're pretty strong basic ones. You know? Like, they could be even more basic than that. They could be even more basic. Trust me. So I think they deserve to be in the based. Yeah, the alignment is really scuffed. I blame Tierlist, not me. Alright, next one. I accidentally moved it a little bit. There we go. Next one. It's a long one. So we're gonna slide this down and look at the top. Here we go. I really should have said you can only put one at a time. Oh my god, my balls are dropping. Sorry. Those of you that this might be your first stream, I say that when I have like a voice crack or like a frog in my throat because my voice sometimes has a bit of a kind of sound to it. I don't know how to. What would that be? Like a fry, I guess. And so sometimes it just sounds weird. It's mostly my allergies. I got pretty bad allergies, so my balls are constantly dropping. Anyway, busy with work, just want to show some support. No, thank you. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support, and I hope that you're doing good with work. And please do not do not drop several supas. I would like you to be able to pay your rent. Pay your internet. You know, you can't watch me if you don't have internet. So you gotta keep your money to save for your internet bill. Internet bills are crazy these days, you know? Oh, I just realized that I accidentally have this over the chat box. Let me move this down. Hold on. Whoopsies. There we go. Okay, that's better. So, we got Berserk, 1994. Starting off good. Monogatari series, Hajime no Ippo, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, the 1998 version, Full Metal Alchemist, both, but Brotherhood is perfection. Cried, Fooly Cooly, Yu Yu Hakusho, Log Horizon, Code Geass, Defrag, Mishoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann, Danganronpa, whoa! Dragon Ball is what I meant to say. Someone did put Danganronpa though, I saw that, but that's a video game, so I didn't include it. Maybe we'll do a video game taste one day, but anyways. Dragon Ball before Z, One Piece, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Punchline, Odd Taxi, Ranking of Kings, Angel Beats, Toradora, March Comes In Like a Lion. My bad if this is long, I wanted to make it longer. Smokey Joe. Well, thank you for the long list, Smokey Joe. There's a lot to consider here, so I'm gonna run through these kind of one by one, and we're gonna tally it up, okay? We're gonna tally it up. Alright? And I'm gonna be brutally honest. Okay? You've given me a lot to work with, so I'm going to, I'm gonna work with that. But I did forget a pen. I never have a pen. You never have a pen when you actually need a pen. You know that? Like, they always say, like, oh, always carry a pen, because you never know when you'll need a pen. Well, guess who never carries a pen? Me! I don't even have paper! I don't even have a notepad! I don't have a pen or a notepad. What am I supposed to to do with myself? I do not know. Where is it? Can I just write on a piece of cardboard? Wait! I found a notebook. Okay, we're good. Let's run through it. We got, from the top, Berserk, 1994. Pretty based. So you, my friend, get a B. You get a mark in the B category. That's decently based. Alright? So I'm writing it down. I'm I'm tallying it up. Next, we got the Monogatari series. Pretty based. I'm gonna put it in there. We got Hajime no Ippo. I'm going to be honest, I have not seen Hajime no Ippo. But a lot of people do say it is good. So I'm going to stick that in the mid category simply because I don't know it. So I can't accurately measure the taste. Again, guys, do not take mid as a, what's the word? Like as a, like to offense. I'm not trying to offend you by saying mid. Usually I am, but in this case, it pretty much just means I either don't really know what you are giving me, or it just, you know, your choices were a bit in the middle for me. And I believe you guys that Hajime no Ippo is a good anime. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I'm still giving it a point to mid simply because I really can't base it, because I might not like it, you know? There's a lot of shows that people like that I really don't care for. I'm gonna say it right now, and a few of you put this on the list and you're already not gonna like it. Haikyuu. I don't really care about Haikyuu. I really don't. I think it's pretty mid. And I mean that in the real way that you use mid. I'm sorry. I thought the Maros would be more like one anime title at a time. That's okay. Some people only put a few. Some people put one. Some people put their entire summer reading book list. But, you know, it's okay. So, where were we? Alright, Cowboy Bebop. Again, I've seen a bit of it. And from what I saw of it, I liked it. So I can safely say that I'm going to put it in the base category. Alright? Next, we got Trigun, 1998. I'm going to admit something. And some of you might go, ooh. I don't care. Take your ooh and go somewhere else. So, I have only seen the new Trigun, and I liked it. So, for the 1998, I'm going to place it in the mid category, only because, again, I haven't seen it, so I can't say. But, and I can't base the new one off of the 1998 because I know some things were changed. So I'm going to place it in the mid category. But so far, you're doing pretty good. You haven't gotten any waste, so you're on the right track. Next, we got Full Metal Alchemist. But Brotherhood is perfection. So I have seen both the original Full Metal and the Brotherhood version. I can agree with you that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is very, very good, and I actually think that the original wasn't too bad. It wasn't like absolute trash, okay? A lot of people like to trash on the original, and that's just because they're trying to compare it to Brotherhood. Don't compare it to Brotherhood. Look at it as an individual show. If Brotherhood never existed, Full Metal Alchemist, the original one, wouldn't be really that bad. Kind of like the original Fruits Basket. The original Fruits Basket is not by any means that bad, but the same thing happened to it that happened with Full Metal Alchemist. It got a reversion, a new version, the Fruits Basket, just the new version, and they actually followed the manga, which made it a lot better, but the original, by all means, was not really that bad. It was just different. So, I'm gonna place this in the based category. Alright, next, we got S-Cry-E-D. I have never heard of this. So look at that, you caught me. I've never heard of this one. So I'm just gonna place that in the mid, because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm being kind. Accept my kindness with graciousness, or else perish. Next, we got Fooly Cooly. Based. And I know, like, everyone says that, oh my god, if you like Fooly Cooly, you're so based. But I mean it. I actually genuinely like Fooly Cooly. So I'm gonna put it in the base category, even if it might be a very mid opinion to others. You know why? Because this is my stream, and only my opinion matters. Get out. Next, we have Yu Yu Hakusho. I liked Yu Yu Hakusho, but again, this was one that I didn't watch a lot of, admittedly. So I'm just kind of gonna put it in, I'm gonna put it in the base category again. kind of gonna give you the benefit of the doubt as far as that goes, because I did enjoy the bit of it that I did see. Thank you, Delkes, for the super chat. Where on the tier list is SpongeBob? I don't know. It would be probably like in like one of those white box categories, because SpongeBob is not anime. It doesn't belong on the list. This is an anime stream. Sir, are you lost? Have you taken your meds? Do you know what's going on? Hello? 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 Jingling the keys. Are you paying attention? I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I really ripped into you for that one. I do like SpongeBob, though. So I would say if you like SpongeBob, that's pretty based. Pretty based. SpongeBob is good. It's anime to me. I know it's anime to you, but it's not anime to me. It's animated, but it's not anime. There's a difference. Okay? Next, we have Log Horizon. I have heard good things about Log Horizon, but I personally have not seen more than, I think, like, one episode of Log Horizon. So I'm just gonna put it in the mid category. I'm gonna put it in the mid category, you know? Next, we got Code Geass. I liked Code Geass. How do I say this? I liked Code Geass quite a bit. But I think it's just a tad bit overhyped. I think it's just a tad bit overhyped. I mean, liked as in I do still like it. I have 2 figurines. I have a Lelouch and a CC figurine, okay? I do like Code Geass. I do, in fact, like Code Geass, but I do think it was a bit overhyped. I think that the story just kind of went too fast. I think the pacing was a bit off. So I'm going to throw that in the mid category, because while I do like it, I think for it to be something that you would put in a list, just by my opinion, I wouldn't put it in a list of my all-time favorite anime. Because, again, these are my opinions based off of my opinions judging yours. So, by my opinion, it's kind of mid. Next, we have Defrag. I have heard of this, but I have not seen it. So, I'm just going to, by default, slap that in the mid category. That is where it goes. Allow me to take a sip of my coffee before we continue. You don't need to defend myself. I'm not defending myself. I'm trying to lessen the blow so your emotional damage doesn't drive you more insane than me. It's courtesy. Well, I was originally going to put individual anime, but then I did think it would be just a bit more fun to kind of rank individual people's lists, just so they could really feel called out, or perhaps attacked, you know? But yes, Defrag, gonna put that in the mid, just because I don't really know what it's about too much, but I've heard good things. Next, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Slap that baby right in the base category. I mean, I think you just put that on there for me. I don't even think, do you even know what a Mushoku Tensei is? You just wanted it to be put in the base category, didn't you? No, I'm joking. If you haven't seen this anime, what are you doing with your life? Like, seriously. What are you doing with your life? Wouldn't you like to have a jobless reincarnation? Check it out, it's good. Next, we got, did I mark that down? I did, okay. We got Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann, all right. Hear me out. I love Studio Trigger, and I love himbos. But this is another one where the pacing just kind of left me a bit confused at times. The pacing was, it was just, it was not bad. I like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, alright? I like it. I like it a lot. I like it because, I mean, if there wasn't Kamina, there wouldn't be Gallo from Promare. So I can't fault it on that. But yeah, the second half was... And remember what I said, guys. Remember what I said, guys. Just because it's mid doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it unfortunately failed in the area that brought down the overall quality of the show for me. And by that standard... Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, as wonderful as it is, as wonderful as sometimes I too feel like Kamina and I just want to drill into the heavens, it's kind of mid. So it's going there. Next, we got, Dragon Ball Before Z. I actually have never seen Dragon Ball. It's a little too classic shonen for me. It's just a little bit too much of like, guys punching other guys and getting ladies and getting stronger and hanging with the bros. It's it's just not my type of anime. So I'm gonna put in the mid category because benefit of the doubt, because obviously Dragon Ball is a really big show. There's thousands of people that like Dragon Ball. So, you know, I think it's fair to say that it's probably pretty good, but will I ever watch it? Dragon Ball OG isn't, though. I can imagine the original has a bit more substance. Yeah, maybe I'll give the OG a try one day, but for now, I got a lot of other stuff to watch. Next, we have One Piece. It's too damn long. I'm never going to watch it. Never. I watched the Netflix version because it was too long. Skill issue. Oh, I spent over 200 hours in Dark Souls 3. I understand a long, painful game more than you could ever imagine. But One Piece? Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I like One Piece. It's emotional, it's got all the right beats, but why is it so long? Why? 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 Can someone actually explain to me the narrative value of an anime being that long? And I know this is like not an uncommon opinion. Like the general opinion of One Piece is A, it's really, really good, and 2, it's really long. So it's not a new one. It's not a new one. It would take you 420 hours, I believe, or something like that, to finish all of One Piece. I'm gonna look that up again. Maybe it was just 42, but I'm gonna make sure. It was a long time. How long does it take to watch One Piece? Okay, I was a little bit off. It's 383 hours, or approximately 16 days of not sleeping. Putting it over 2 weeks of solid consecutive viewing without any breaks for other shows or activities, including sleep. Okay? You want to know what I did? You want to know what I did? When I came to this world for 2 weeks, I watched so much anime, but I didn't watch One Piece because I would have only been watching One Piece. So, I would take the hundreds of anime that I've watched over One Piece. And that's how I feel about One Piece. I'm sure it's amazing. From what I've seen, from the characters that were presented to me in the Netflix adaptation, I liked it. But it's too long. It's too long. And I'm not gonna get myself committed to something like that. It's not gonna happen. I mean, maybe for like $1 billion, I would watch it for 16 days straight. But other than that, it's not gonna happen. So, we're putting this one in the mid category. It's kind of mid. Next, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, I'm going to be honest, okay? I have a love-hate relationship with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Alright. And the reason why that I have a love-hate relationship with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is because you JoJo fans won't shut up. Okay? It's always, oh my god, I love JoJo, and oh my god, everything is a JoJo reference, and oh my god, JoJo is the best thing in the entire world. You wanna know what's the best thing in the entire world? Mac and cheese, and touching grass, and real frickin' relationships with your friends, not the anime men on the screen. Stop licking the screen. I know their abs are nice. I know he's hot. I know he's a vampire. I know, but he also stuck a dog in the oven. So relax, fangirls. Relax. Heal. Okay? And I like JoJo as much as the next guy. And by the next guy, I mean that one guy that's sitting on the bench and doesn't know what JoJo is, because I also don't really know what JoJo is. And I really kind of don't want to watch it, because people won't shut up about it. Not everything is a JoJo reference. Not everything is a JoJo reference. Okay? But hear me out. I still play into it. My debut was a JoJo reference. It's funny, I admit it, it's hilarious. But when everything is a JoJo's reference, everything, even things that happened long before JoJo, it's not a JoJo's reference. That means, oh my god, guys, can you believe it? JoJo referenced something else. I know, the amazing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that everything is referencing took from something else? That's impossible. Everything is a JoJo's reference. How could it be? How could it be? Because that's how things work, buddy. Wake up. Wake up. It's okay. You want to know how you would heal? You want to know how you'll heal? Put down the JoJo. Put down the JoJo and pick up mac and cheese. And then everything will feel better. So I'm gonna put it in the mid category, because a lot of people like it, so it must be pretty good, but I really don't care about it. I really don't. Next, we have Punchline. Never seen Punchline. Never even really heard of Punchline, so I'm gonna put that in the mid category. Next, Odd Taxi. Sounds familiar, but haven't seen it, so putting it in the mid category. All right, next we got Ranking of Kings. Sounds familiar, but I can't remember it for the life of me. And if it sounds familiar but I can't remember it, that means it's probably kind of mid. All right, next we got Angel Beats. This is another one that's kind of overrated. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Very rarely do I start an anime and then stop watching the anime. And Angel Beats, it's one of the ones that I started watching and I went, You're in pain? I was in pain watching Angel Beats. So it goes in the mid category. Yeah. Next, Toradora. Toradora. Okay. I really liked Toradora. I really liked Toradora. But after giving it some time to air out, I realized that there are better rom-coms. And Toradora is just kind of basic. They took a basic theme and they ran with it. They said she's angry and she punches, and I guess they fall in love. Kind of mid. Next, March Comes In Like a Lion. All right, March Comes In Like a Lion. The pacing is so slow, in my opinion, but it is slow most of the time in a good way. Sometimes it's slow in a bad way, but for the most part, I think March Comes In Like a Lion is like 95% a pretty good show. So I'm gonna put it in the based category. All right, and that is all, Smokey Joe. I told you I was gonna be honest, and based off what I've tallied up, unfortunately, your taste is kind of mid. kind of mid. So that's where it goes. Kind of mid. Mid in a good way, but also mid in a bad way. However you want to take it. However you want to take it. However, whatever lets you sleep at night. Whatever lets you log off and go, I'll still watch Blaze tomorrow. You picked up the perfect moment to show up. Oh yeah, you did. I just ripped through you, buddy. I think I just ripped you a new one. Honestly, you should go get it checked out by a doctor. But yeah, sorry, kind of mid. There's a whole explanation, okay? If you go back later and you rewatch it, you'll understand. You'll understand why you wound up in the mid category, all right? It's really not a personal attack. As I stated before, for those of you that are getting here just now, if the anime that you like, you see them in the mid category, that does not mean mid in a bad way. Right now, we're using based and waste as like, I really like all of those shows, or I really don't like all of those shows, and then mid is, I don't know what those shows are. Or you had a mix of based and waste takes, in my opinion, and whichever one you score the more points in, that's where it goes. So next one we have, oh, it's all the way up there. Angel Beats, ReZero, Your Lion April, Maiden Abyss, and Violet Evergarden. Are you a masochist? I feel like I need to break into an infomercial right now. Hello. Do you like shows that make you cry? Do you like shows that make you want to call your parents and hug them? Do you like shows that make you go through a midlife crisis early? You might be a masochist. You may be, in fact, a mental masochist, or just a regular one. Either way, I don't really want to know. Keep it to yourself. But, yeah. Let's see. We got, I don't know if someone dies in Angel Beat, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, but we got someone dies in this show, someone dies in this show, someone dies in this show, and many people die in this show. You're either a masochist or something much worse. All I'm gonna say is, you're based. You're based, and I can agree with that. I can give the based to anyone that would very, very, very proudly state that they are an emotional masochist. On the internet, in front of an anime girl, you would say, I like it when they make me cry like a bitch. So kind of based. Kind of based. So I'll hand that to you, okay? I'll hand it to you. I'll give that to you. Oh no, I've been separated. Whoopsies. Oh no, I've done it again! There we go. I fixed it. I really need one of those toggles like Miri has. I need it so bad. So yes, we're putting this one in the base list. Next, we got... Where are my legs? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? What do you think of I Love the Villainous, Brand New Animal, Initial D, and Lycoris Recoil? So, I've heard of I Love the Villainous. I've seen Brand New Animal. I haven't seen Initial D, and I haven't seen Lycoris Recoil. So, by that default, I'm gonna slide you into the mid category. But, I thought Brand New Animal was decent. But... it's the same story as Promare? Like, literally? Like, the story beats are exactly the same? Allow me to explain, okay? Allow me to explain. The idea that there is the other, that being in Promare, there are the Burnish and the humans. And then in Brand New Animal, there are the humans and those that are part animal. Seemed kind of familiar. There's a bad guy that you're led to believe is a good guy. And he also may or may not belong to the race of people that he is trying to get rid of. Because he has some, I don't know, some weird sort of self-hate problem. And his mom never hugged him as a child. So, kind of sounds like BNA is pro-mare, but not on fire. So, you know, that's, but I liked Brand New Animal, but after I finished it, I went, that was just pro-mare, but like with different characters in like a slightly different world. That was the exact, I just watched that. Why did I watched it again now? Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna slot this into the mid category. Simply because I do not know all of these. So, it's going into the mid category. Next, we have... Where's my... There we go. Another long one. We got top 5 ever. That's good spelling. Pandora Hearts. Quella Magi Madoka Magica. Angel Beats. Future Diary. Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Honorary top 5, Higurashi. Favorite anime movie, Howl's Moving Castle. Guilty Pleasures, Yuri, Axis Powers Italia, and Yamata-kun and the 7 Witches. So we are going to put you up to the test of the tally marks once again. So we're gonna run through these. Oh, and it's by Asterath, by the way. So let's rip this guy a new one. All right. So top 5 ever. Pandora Hearts. Pandora Hearts, the manga, was pretty decent. Admittedly, the anime was kind of a confusing mess, but I really liked it. And my heart wants to say that it's based, but I'm putting it in the mid category. And don't get me wrong, I love Pandora Hearts. And I love the case study of Vanitas that was written by the same person. But I have to put it in the mid. I do. You're surprised to see Angel Beats on there so often? Why are you surprised when I literally just said that it's overrated and everyone says it's the best thing in the world, but it really isn't? Yeah. So this just only proves my point that everyone thinks it's so amazing, but who cares about Angel Beats? Next, we got Quella, Magi, Madoka, Magica. Pretty good. But another one of those cases where it just felt like things were rushed so fast. And I do like Quella, Magi, Madoka, Magica. Don't get me wrong. I like Madoka Magica, but what is going on in that anime? Can anyone actually tell me what is going on in Madoka Magica other than alien little creature gives magical girls a really bad deal, and then yeah, they're farming people's wishes, I think, or something, and then she's a god, and then there's time travel, and that girl's dead, and now she's not dead, and then now there's a witch that's a child, and now they're gay. So Madoka Magica is not that bad, but it's really confusing. So I'm gonna put it in the mid category because I don't really think I know what happened in that anime. I really don't. Can someone tell me what happened in Madoka Magica? Because I feel like I missed something, or a few things. But anyways, Angel Beats. You know what? Just because I've seen this often, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you are the first one that is going to receive the waste tally. I'm sorry. I just... You know, it sucks that... It really does sucks that you were, like, the third person to put it, so you kind of got bonked due to the actions of others, but... Yeah, you kind of got the, you got the short end of the stick in this one. But it works, because guess what? You have a really waste opinion if you put Angel Beast on here, because you're not the first one. That should say something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we get F's in the chat for a fallen homie? I'm praying. I'm praying right now for you. That's what I'm doing. The praying's over. The praying is over. Next, we have Future Diary. Future Diary... Overrated. He's just a little wimp that gets pushed around by a scary yandere girl that does weird time travel stuff, and it may be classic, but it's just kind of mad. Just kind of mad. Hello, new here. Where do we put our anime ranking list? Also, congrats on monetization. Thank you, HT Goku Best. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any more suggestions for it this time. Hopefully, next time you'll be able to join on that. But yeah. But you can still see if your anime where they are ranked, because I am kind of ranking individual animes at the same time as ranking someone's entire list. But yeah, no worries. No worries. Thank you for joining the party. I'm moving the wrong thing. Actually, I'm gonna move this, like, right here. Unfortunately, the list is growing weird, so I might have to start shrinking this a little bit. I think I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. I'm going to shrink this just a bit. Oops, I did that wrong. Ah, that's the wrong thing. I didn't realize that it expanded them when you did that. Alright. It's because they're all the different sizes. That's why it happened, unfortunately. At least it was spared the wrath of Blaze. Thank you, Future Diary. I did not hate Future Diary. I liked it when I first watched it, but it definitely is just kind of overrated. The plot is just kind of a little bit all over the place. The characters are slightly one-dimensional, and, you know, I mean, they tried to save it with the two dudes kissing, but it didn't work when the rest of the plot was kind of a little... Next, we got Code Geass, Lucia the Rebellion. I'm just gonna put this in the mid. I've already said my piece about it, so I'm just gonna put it in the mid. Just gonna put it in the mid. Oh my god, that's the wrong thing again. I need to lock that. Boop. Now you're locked, and that won't happen again. Next, we have Higurashi, When They Cry. So, I've never seen Higurashi. Sorry, I gotta move my chair in. I've never seen Higurashi, but I feel like it's another one of those ones where it's just people saying that it's really, really, really good, and it's actually not as good as people say it is. Because trust me, a lot of the time when things are super duper duper hyped up, that means they're kind of basic. And I have a theory about it, okay? The reason why basic things tend to get hyped up is because they are basic. They appeal to a broader audience. More people are going to be talking about kind of basic things if, you know, they appeal to a broader audience. But I do know that Higurashi is pretty messed up. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So, for the benefit of the doubt, just gonna put it on mid. Just gonna put it on mid. Just gonna put it on there for now. Mostly because I just don't know about it. Favorite anime movie? Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle is really good. I like Howl's Moving Castle, so I'm gonna put that in the base take. I'm gonna put that in the base take. Guilty pleasures: Yuta Yuri, Access Powers Italia, and Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. So, Yuta Yuri, I've never seen, I've never watched, so I'm just gonna put it in the mid for the benefit of the doubt. Access Powers Italia. It's another one of those things that I just heard people not shutting up about. So, I'm just gonna, I really just want to put it in the waste category, because I think Italia is, I don't know, kind of dumb. I don't know. So I'm gonna put it in the waste category, I'm sorry. You got a second tally in the waste category. Next, we have Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. That you can get a based for. That you can get a based for. I like Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, even if it's kind of a basic romance. Even if it's kind of a basic, slightly boring romance plot, I think it's good. I have heart for it. So sorry, that was my coffee very loudly getting slurped. But yeah, I'm gonna put in there. So, with all these tallied up, you are kind of mid, bro. You're kind of mid. Sorry. You're kind of mid. Next, we got... Hi, Blaze. I already forgot most anime I've watched, but here are a few I really like. Noragami, Fullmetal Alchemist, 2003. My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, the drama is so tasty. Monthly Girl is Nozaki-kun, and Nichijou. That is from Owly fans. So, Noragami I liked. It was another one of those anime that just kind of felt like it was a little bit rushed. I kind of lost track of what was happening in Noragami. I'm not going to lie. I think I understood it, but at the end of the day, what really, when I can remember how an anime goes, that is when I think it's a pretty based anime. But when I don't really remember what happened in that anime, kind of mid. You know, that just means they failed on that respect, unfortunately. They did not get me hooked, invested enough, or anything to really even remember it. I do remember Mirai Nikki, and it is still mid. Fullmetal Alchemist 2003. Mid. Kind of mid. If you're gonna put that over Brotherhood, wait. When is 2003 the Brotherhood one, or is that the original one? I don't actually know when they came out. I think that's the original one, right? If it's the original, it's going in the mid category. It just is. Like, who says that they like the original more than Brotherhood? Like, first half of 2003 was better than first half of Brotherhood. I will admit that, yes, the first half of 2003 was pretty good because they rushed through it in the next one because they were like, people already saw this, who cares? True, Brotherhood would be known as Brotherhood. Next. My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. Let's just say, I think I know why you're watching me. I think I know why you tuned into my streams. If you're gonna put My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute on there, I think I know why. I'm not calling you out. I'm not saying I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I will keep my mouth shut. This is the one and only time I will give you this grace. I will keep my trap shut. I will hold my tongue. But just know. Just know. Just know that my silence is. It is not amazement. It is mercy. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that in the waste category. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. So I've heard of it. I haven't watched it. Kinda sounds like it's a dumb harem anime. Am I right or am I wrong? Can you confirm or deny, chat? Before I mean, it's still gonna go in the mid category, but I just want to know anyways. It's not a harem anime. That is surprising. That is actually surprising. I will admit that. That's surprising me. Wait. I've definitely heard of this anime before. I've definitely heard of it. Oh, okay. It's about the manga artist boy. I remember. And it's a rom-com. I remember now. So I watched approximately half a season of this, I believe. And remember what I just said about anime that I don't really remember? Mid. Fucking mid, bro. Nichijou. I feel like this is another one that just people talk about too much. I haven't seen Nichijou, but I mean, it is pretty funny from the clips that I've seen of it. So I am going to put it in the mid category simply just because I haven't seen it, but I think it is a little overhyped probably, but I'd say it's still probably I'd say even though it sounds overhyped, I'm more prone to thinking that it is actually good, like Chainsaw Man. You know, Chainsaw Man is overhyped and Chainsaw Man is also good. So I'm gonna put it in the mid category because I don't really know. So, Owly, you have received a mid. You have received a mid. I think that's yours. I can't really read which one's which, so, you know, at this point, I'm kind of just putting whatever. Genuinely. Next, we got quite a few. We got, my favorite animes are Your Lie in April, Inuyashiki, The Last Hero, Gurren Lagann, Parasite the Maxim, The Faraway Paladin, My Love Story, Jobless Reincarnation, Jujutsu Kaisen, Blue Lock, My Home Hero, Chainsaw Man, and Ranking of Kings. Let me just say, this list is a little bit of whiplash. There's like two totally different sides to this person's taste, which is basically Fua Fua, Sparkle Sparkle, a few tears but lots of smiles, and then, hey, want to find out what it would feel like if you too had trauma? So like, it's a good list though, nonetheless. It's a good list though, nonetheless. So, Your Lie in April. Let's tally this out. Your Lie in April. I liked Your Lie in April. But it's another one that's just kind of a little bit overhyped. I thought the story was pretty basic. It's just a guy that needs to get over some stuff, and then there's a pretty girl that's gonna die, and oh, the pretty girl helps him feel better. Woo! It's I don't remember what happened in that anime at all. The story is basic, and it is presented well. I will give it that. It is presented well. But for me personally, again, these are all my opinions. For me personally, I prefer it when there is just a bit more substance. You know, I don't like it when it feels like, I dropped my pencil. I don't like it when it feels like, I don't know, like the only reason that a character is able to do something is because of another character, because then it makes it feel like that character really doesn't have much initiative on their own. You know? And I might be wrong because I haven't seen it in a little bit, but for the most part, it kind of felt like the piano boy. He was just like, he couldn't get over himself until a pretty girl that was about to die came along. Like, what, did the dude not try to go to a therapist? I think a therapist would work better than a girl that, you know, you're, no offense, not gonna be around for very long. Like, why did she mean so much to him? I never really understood that. It felt like a relationship that was formed for the plot. It was one of those shows that felt like everything centered around the plot instead of the characters. It kind of felt like everything that they did and everything that they felt was in service to the idea that they wanted a sad, heartbreaking show of young love and finding yourself, but it felt like they were like, okay, that's the outlines, now we're just gonna kind of funnel characters through that. You know? That's how it kind of felt for me. And again, it's one of those shows that I don't remember what really happened in it because it doesn't stick out in my memory as being something that was, like, moving. I wasn't moved, like, to tears by it. I remember it was still sad, and I still definitely had a hard time, like, watching that final episode because I knew what was coming. But, you know, I've never watched it again. I don't really think about it that often. And, yeah. Didn't he have no idea she was dying? I think he became aware at some point, but I don't really remember. Even so, it doesn't really change the point of the plot. Like, you know, he still needed a girl to come along before he could do anything. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it's one thing to be inspired by other characters, but it didn't feel like he was, like, truly inspired by her. It just felt like he was like, oh, there's finally someone that will spur the plot along. But So I'm gonna put it in the mid category. Next, we got Inuyashiki, Last Hero. I think Inuyashiki was a good anime, but it was kind of boring. It was a good thought, but it was kind of boring. So I'm gonna put it in the mid category. I watched it all in one go. I binged Inuyashiki. And I did quite like it, because I binged it. Anime that I binge, I really do like in the moment. But when you look back at it, I don't really have any intense memories of it, really. Yeah. The one with the aliens that turn the 2 humans into robots? Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. So it's going in the mid category. Going in the mid category. Next, we got Gurren Lagann. That one is just gonna go right back in the mid category like it did before. Parasite the Maxim. Parasite, I enjoyed. I enjoyed Parasite quite a bit. Do I really remember what happened in Parasite? No. But I don't really remember anything sticking out to me, like, very, I don't know. Like, nothing stuck out to me as being, like, overwhelmingly bad. So, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna put it in the mid category. Although I do think it was very good. Thank you, Kolatu. One Piece is my favorite. I've watched forever multiple times. Every time I see some scene from it, I cry. Well, I put One Piece in the mid category. So, you know, I'm glad you like One Piece, though. One Piece is good. One Piece is good. The main reason it wound up in the mid category is it's too long. which is a very popular pig. So next we got the Faraway Paladin. That's gonna go in the mid category because I don't know what that is. Although I feel like I've heard about it. But yeah. Next, My Love Story. I thought My Love Story was really, really, really cute. I thoroughly enjoyed that rom-com, so I'm gonna put it into the base category because I did really like it, and I think about it from time to time. So I think it deserves to be in the base category. Next, we got Jobless Reincarnation. Easy based. Easy based. Next, we got Jujutsu Kaisen. So, I have not seen the second season of the anime. And I know that some crazy stuff has been going on in the manga. And that Jujutsu Kaisen is getting really, really good. So I think that I'm going to take my time to rewatch Jujutsu Kaisen, get into the second season, and then maybe read the manga. Not sure yet, but for now, I'm going to put it in the mid category just because I can't really formulate an opinion because I have not seen the second season yet. So I'm going to put it in the mid category. And again, the reason I haven't seen the second season yet is A, because it's still coming out, and I like to leave a little bit of time before I watch second seasons and stuff, and 2, people don't shut up about it, so it's kind of like making me go, is it really that good, or are they just hot? You know? Next, we got Blue Lock. Okay. I really liked Blue Lock when it was first coming out. But then, I got really, really bored. It's kind of the same thing every time. I didn't finish it, and there's a reason for it. So, kind of just gonna put it in the mid. Next, we got My Home Hero. Don't know what this one is, so I'm gonna put it in the mid category. Now we got Chainsaw Man. I'm going to slide that right in the base category. I don't think I really need to say why I'm putting Chainsaw Man in that category, because I mean, come on, you know. Ranking of Kings. Gonna put that in mid because I, again, don't really know about it. Maybe she just doesn't like sports anime. No, actually, I do like sports anime for the most part, but most sports anime are so samey that it's kind of hard to watch a lot of sports anime. I think Blue Lock was from the parts that I was watching, a really strong, like, it was like in my top as far as like sports anime goes. I really liked it. I really liked it when I first started it, but then it slowly kind of started to fall off, which I feel like is how a lot of sports animes go, unfortunately. So, yeah. Next up, we have Neon Genesis Evangelion, anime plus movies. Pretty based. So I'm gonna put that in the base category. Oh wait, I forgot to put the other one. Oops, Let me just do that. This one goes in the mid category. All right. I mean, at this point, putting it in the list doesn't really matter. It's more just for like for show, because can you read what those say? I can't. I wish I could, but can't. So oh well. I probably should have like labeled them somehow. I don't know. Anyways, Neon Genesis Evangelion, anime plus movies. I think it's pretty based. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. I got a straw in it, so it makes funky noises. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Base taste? We'll see. I don't think I've seen that one, so that one's just kind of gonna go in mid, but next, so Neon Genesis Evangelion, base, Gurren Lagann, mid. Mob Psycho 100 has great animation. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but it just didn't capture me. I stopped watching. I don't even know if I watched all of the first season. I think I watched up until Let's see. I think I watched up until Mob joined the sports club. Yeah, it really starts to shine from season 2 onward. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. So maybe, perhaps, I'll give it another chance. But for now, it's going to go in the mid category. So. Next, we got Soul Eater. So, for all that it's worth, I liked Soul Eater. I think about Soul Eater all the time. But I couldn't tell you a thing that happened in Soul Eater. The plot was kind of just a little too rushed. I didn't really understand what was going on. Things were kind of confusing sometimes. And, yeah, and it's gonna go in the mid category. It's just how it's gotta be, you know? And I really do like Soul Eater. It is one of the most interesting magic systems that I've ever seen. I think it's very, very interesting. It has a very interesting magic system. But, you know, I think the plot was just trying to be way too big, and so it just made it a little too confusing for me. Soul Eater should have ended differently, hot take. Well, answer to your hot take, it did end differently. The anime ends differently than the manga, I believe. From what I remember, I believe Soul Eater has an anime-only ending. Or I know they changed a few things in the anime that made it a bit different, but yeah. Soul Eater is textbook. I love this mid-anime more than any base anime. I would say I like this mid-anime the most out of the mid-anime. Yeah. The manga had a few arcs that just straight up were in the anime, and that's what I mean, you know? We're only basing off of the anime. We're not basing off of the manga, so as far as it goes by the anime standards, kind of mid. Kind of mid. Next, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Aside from the fan service, they built my foundations of exercise. I have not seen this. I believe this is the one with, like, she has blonde hair, right? Doesn't the main girl have blonde hair or something? If I'm remembering correctly. I haven't seen it yet, though. Never seen it, so it is gonna go in the mid category, but yeah, okay, that is the one I'm thinking of. I'm sure, I mean, I heard it helped a lot of people with working out, so, you know, I'll give it to them. They managed to make weebs get up off their ass, so I can appreciate that. Next, we got Dorohedoro. I'm gonna put that in the base category because I love Dorohedoro. It is a really, really interesting story. It's another one of those, like, magic. It's not so much of an interesting magic system. It's more of interesting magic world building. And for that, I really like it. I like that, because see, there is a difference between anime that are purposefully confusing and ones that are just confusing. And Dorohedoro is purposefully confusing because just like the characters in Dorohedoro, you are confused. You don't know what's going on. I want season 2 of Dorohedoro so bad. I also really want season 2 of Dorohedoro. So, I can agree with that 100%. I cannot wait until that comes out. I hope it comes out. I am desperate for it. Okay? So, yeah, that's going in the base category. Next, we have Higurashi When They Cry. Again, I'm just putting this in the mid because I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really good, so I'm just going to put it there for the sake of it, not for any other particular reason. Or the Edo Japan Demon Slayer clone. V. I'm sorry. What did you just say about Dororo? I'm sorry. What did you just say? See, now you're backtracking. You're backtracking. You're saying, oh, I know that it's older than Demon Slayer, but you know. You're one of those people that say everything's a JoJo reference, aren't you? Even stuff that came before JoJo. I'm judging you now. I'm judging you. How could you say that to my face? If it came before it, it is not a clone. Demon Slayer, by that logic, is the clone of Dororo. Okay? And it's a very, very good anime. It's a very good anime. So I'm gonna say, watch it, and you'll understand why I feel so passionate about this anime. It's so good. Those of you, hey you in chat, remember you that I called a masochist? Oh, you're gonna love Dororo. So check it out. There are many shows that came before their more famous counterparts. Yeah, there are. And, well, you know. I wonder why the other ones are famous. Maybe because they made work, something that already came before it. And I'll hand it to you. I'll hand it to him. That is how media works, you know? I don't think that drawing inspiration, even heavy inspiration, from your favorite works is bad. The manga was old, but they adapted. They took too many cues from the Demon Slayer anime. Yes and no, but I think I wouldn't even associate it with Demon Slayer, really. That is not, I would never pair the two together. So it's definitely, it's an interesting take, sir. Interesting take, sir. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. That's all I'm gonna say. But, yeah, Doro on the other hand, fantastic. So, yeah, that's going in the base category. Did I already do that? Yeah, I did. Okay, so, Demon Slayer, Speak of the Devil. Overrated. Okay. It's so overrated. Let's all be honest, okay? The animation is beautiful. It's so pretty. It's a really, 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 really pretty show. But remember, as I said during my 2.0, they don't stick to the rules that they create for their universe at all. And it just kind of makes you, it doesn't make you go, oh, how are they going to outsmart the guy? It's like, well, you already know, well, their head's not getting cut off, so something tricky's gonna happen. Like, okay, I would be satisfied if maybe, I don't know, you couldn't cut off Muzan's head, right? Or if you couldn't cut off the top upper moon, okay? Those I would accept. Those I would accept. But every single fight that was an upper moon, they just said, my rules? What rules? Also, why, oh why, did they not show any of the fights for the lower moons, okay? Because here's the thing. If the lower moons had still been interesting fights, but you had to cut their heads off, and then when we moved up to the upper moons, it played out as normal, I would be so much more satisfied. Because then it would have been way more surprising. But what happens is you meet the first upper moon, and right out the bat, it's like, my head off? No. I mean, even for one of the lower moons, it already happened. Okay? They should have explored the lower moons, given them very interesting powers, and made it definitely difficult to chop off their heads, but still, if you chopped off their heads, they died, and it was done, and it was over. But then, for the upper moons, they kept it where, oh, well, if you cut off their head, that's not the end. Okay, I would have accepted that. I would have accepted it. But they totally shoveled the lower moons, and then I don't think there's any demon that any of them killed after the train arc where, like, they just died like they were supposed to. So I'm putting it in mid. Putting it in mid. A part of me really wants to put it in waste, but the animation and soundtrack, I have to play by my own rules, okay? The animation and soundtrack are really good. So, yeah. We do not have any waste yet. We do not yet. So far, you guys have been pretty alright. I'm genuinely surprised. Genuinely. Wait, did I go through all of them? I didn't, sorry. Let me finish. Asabi Asabase. I've seen clips of this. I don't think it's as funny as people think it is. I'm just gonna put it in the mid category. I haven't actually, like, seen all of it, but Higurashi. I just read that. Sweet Sugar Life. I haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna put it in the mid category. I don't know how to feel about it. I've heard good things and bad things. I think they mean Happy Sugar Life. But yeah. Next, oh, tell me, Doc, is it bad? It's pretty mid. It's pretty mid. So you get scored mid. That's where you go. You go in the mid category. Next, we have a quite long list. Top 24. This is a long one. All right. Can you believe we're actually only halfway through so far? Legitimately. I might need to start speeding these up. Cause, yeah, we're only halfway through. We're 10 out of 20. So, I've been giving you guys my genuine opinions. I'm not just ranking your tastes. I am giving my best word to it. All right. So, Steins Gate. Based. Log Horizon. Haven't really seen it. Mid. Violet Evergarden special. The ones that go between episode 4 and 5 chronologically. I actually really liked the specials, so I'm going to put that in the base category. Sagrada Reset. I have not seen. A Place Further Than the Universe. So, when I said on my 2.0 that I have seen A Place Further Than the Universe, I thought that they were talking about the manga correspondence from the end of the universe, and I got confused. So I haven't actually seen A Place Further Than the Universe, so I'm going to put it in the mid category. Next, we got Recreators. Haven't seen it, heard things about it, just going to put it in the mid category once again. Aijin, Demi-Human 2. I didn't know there was a 2, but I liked the manga for Aijin, but the anime, kind of a waste. Kind of a waste. So, yeah. That was not a good anime. It was not a good anime. Next we have, let's see, we have Erased. I like the anime, but genuinely, I think I like the live adaptation better, or just the original better. The anime was all right. It changed the ending and made the ending just kind of dumb. So I'm gonna put it in the mid category. I'm just am. Sword Art Online 2. I'm assuming that you mean Season 2. In that case, that's going straight into the waste category. And I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity is an amazing anime. I love it so far. I'm just gonna say I'm not looking forward to what's coming next. I am not looking forward to the rest of the anime, and the main reason why is I have read the manga. And without spoiling too much, all I'm gonna say is if you liked, you know, development of characters, if you liked, development of the world, if you liked real development of Fushi, you're not gonna like the season that comes next. The modern era is, and the future era so far is, I haven't seen all the future era yet, but it just was kind of confusing and, you know. I really liked everything up until the modern era. I think that the modern era could have been done so much better than it was. It just fell short in comparison. It felt like it focused too much on, I think part of Fushi's powers, like being able to make his friends immortal, I just don't think that should have happened. I think it was kind of bullshit. It kind of ruined the point of To Your Eternity almost, because yeah, it reversed the stakes. It made nothing really matter. So I didn't really, yeah, didn't read up the modern era. Yeah, I wouldn't say, okay, it is by no means is it absolute total trash, okay? I still think if you like To Your Eternity and if you really like To Your Eternity, give it a read. It is still good content, but it is not going to hold up to what you've already read. I'm just gonna say that now. Do not compare it to what you've read before, because it is not the same, unfortunately. So I'm going to put that in the mid category. Wait, no. This is anime only, so based off of the seasons that are out, I will put it in the base category. But if we're going into the manga territory, it would move it down a category. Just keep that in mind. Next, Talentless Nana. I have not seen this, so I'm just going to put that in the mid category. Death Note. Death Note. I think it is a kind of basic thriller. I don't hate Death Note by any means, but Death Note, I think it's one of those that I think just kind of got a little too hyped up. Personally, I think it was still really good, but I just think that, I don't know, it was definitely an interesting concept, and it was definitely an interesting, just everything in general, but I feel like, I don't know, I like the way that they went with it, but I almost kind of wish that it was bigger than Kira, like genuinely, you know? Like I liked Death Note, and I like the route that they took with Kira's like kind of like God complex, savior complex, but I think I would have liked Death Note a lot more if instead of it being like a single story, I think I would have liked Death Note more if it wasn't the story of Kira, aka Light. I think it would have been better if it was the story of the Death Note. So the hands that it was passed through and the way that the Death Note possibly affected the world, etc., etc. I think I would have liked it more if it was focused on the Death Note and maybe even also just more about the Shinigamis. It fell off when a certain antagonist died. I agree. I agree. It did kind of fall off towards the end. So it's going in the mid category. I'm sorry. It's going in the mid category. Next, we got The King's Avatar. I have not seen this, so it's going to go in the mid category. Next, we have A Silent Voice. I thought A Silent Voice was really, really good. There is a reason that I believe it won awards, all sorts of stuff. People still talk about it. A Silent Voice is such a good movie. And I really like that the actor that they used for Shoko actually did have hearing issues. So they really went for it. Or at least that's what I saw, what I heard. You know, things can be fake on the internet. It's the internet, but that is what I am under the impression of. So, as far as I know, that is what they did, and I think that was a very good casting choice, personally. After School Dice Club. I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna put it in the mid category. Next, we have Ascendance of a Bookworm, Part 2. I really like Ascendance of a Bookworm, so that is most definitely going in the base category. If you have not seen Ascendance of a Bookworm, it is one of the... It is a shoujo isekai. So it is not, you know, a harem isekai, like all other isekai basically wind up being. The main character is not super duper strong, super duper amazing. I mean, she is in her own right, definitely different from others. She has powers, but I like that it is not just like, you know, she goes into the world as a full-grown adult and she's just the best thing under the sun. She's not. She has to actually work for what she learns and what she does, and it starts from the beginning of her life, for the most part, almost the beginning of her life, and it's really good. It's really good. Bookworm really frustrates me because mine never does anything smarter than first grade arts and crafts despite being a master's in information science grad. That's true, but I think there's more to be built up on it, because I believe one of the things that she was purposefully doing was trying not to look too smart or intelligent, because she was worried that someone would, like, figure out something was wrong. I'm pretty sure that that was, like, established, that she was on purpose not doing anything, like, too sus, so people wouldn't, like, I don't know, experiment on her or something like that. So that is going in the base category for me. Next, we have Astra Lost in Space. I have not seen this one, so it's going in the mid category. I also haven't really even heard of it, I think. Next, we got Endo and Kobayashi Live, the latest on Tsundere Villainous Lazalette. That is a mouthful of a title, and it's going straight into mid because I've never heard about it. And I almost want to put it in the waste category because you made me say that entire thing. Next, Uncle from Another World. I think Uncle from Another World is really, really, really funny. I think that's a really good show. It's an interesting take on a reverse isekai. So I really enjoy it. Next, Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet. So, I have not heard anyone talking about this in years. And I really like this anime. I really like Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet. What? I couldn't tell you what happened in it. I know that it was good. I know that it was good, but it just doesn't stick out in my brain. So for that, it is going in the mid category because it really didn't break out into, like, you know, superstardom because it just didn't have that special something, I guess. That's what Gargantia is missing. It's missing that special spice that really brings an anime out into the spotlight. It just didn't have that. Gargantia is the one where the planet is covered by water, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Next, we have Science Fell in Love, so I tried to prove it. I've heard about this, but I haven't seen it, so it's going right in the mid category. Lelouch is going right in the mid category. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time can go right into the base category. And I don't need the link, but thank you so much. Thank you for the link. So, based off of these observations, you're going to be placed in the mid category, whoever this is. You are going to be placed in the mid category. I missed ReZero. Oh, still mid. Still mid. I don't know. ReZero. Could be better, could be worse. ReZero is just kind of mid. I feel like people really only like that anime because they're like, oh my god, it's special because there's a cycle and he's in pain and there's a femboy and a pretty girl. I don't really care. So, it's mid. Next, we went through my anime list and chose the 10 favorites. 10 out of 10. I rated that I could think of. Evangelion. I'm gonna put that in the base category. Serial Experiments Lane. That's gonna go in the mid because I actually haven't seen that. Code Geass, going in the mid again. Made in Abyss. I really like Made in Abyss. I'm gonna put that in the base category. Made in Abyss is a very interesting anime. And I know in the manga there's a lot of stuff. And even in the anime, there's some stuff that kind of doesn't need to be there. Makes you wonder a few things about the author, but I think for the anime did a very good job of more or less taking out the definitely tasteless stuff. So, yeah. That one I'm going to put in the base category. Based only off of the anime. Only off of the anime. Only one of the anime. Next, we got Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. I think Konosuba is genuinely a very funny anime. But I do also think it's kind of overrated. So, it's gonna go in the mid category. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just think it's a little overrated, you know? Like, it's another one of those anime that I couldn't tell you really what happened in it, and I didn't finish it. I'm sorry. I know that one was definitely gonna hurt some people. I knew that was definitely gonna hurt some people, but, you know. No, I didn't finish it. I did not. I'm sorry. I did not. I just did not. Next, we have That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I really like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I like it quite a lot. I like it quite a lot. I really do. I like it a lot, but it's just a little, I feel like it's still missing something. Like, I really like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, but I guess it's like, it's the reason why I also don't really watch, like, One Punch Man. I'm not really into the shows where the character is, like, purposefully overpowered, because in my shows, I like struggle, okay? I like struggle. So, while I do really like The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, I'm gonna put it in the mid category simply just because I'm just not a fan usually of when the main character is just really amazing. Because, yeah, there's no stakes. There's no stakes. Next, we got Mushoku Tensei! That's going right back into the based category. Yes, sir, To Your Eternity. That can go in the base category. And then, Tsukimichi. Never really heard of it. So, just gonna put it in the mid category. So, for these selections, you are being dubbed mid. And yes, half of them are isekai, which is, unfortunately makes you even more mid. I almost want to put you in the waste category, but I will be merciful. I will be merciful. I will be merciful. Next, we got, in no particular order, Black Lagoon. Haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna put it in the mid category, but I've heard of it. 86. I have not watched that one either, so I'm gonna put it in the mid category. Yormungand, haven't seen it. Fate Zero, that is actually one of the Fates that I think I haven't seen, so I'm gonna put it in the mid category. And then Tokyo Ghoul, specifically the YouTube AMV set to Can You Feel My Heart by Bring Me the Horizon, because they remind me of a simpler time when I didn't have to check gas prices. And for that, I'm gonna give you a based. And Cowboy Bebop, I'm just gonna put back in the mid category. So overall, still pretty mid, but I do like what you had to say about Tokyo Ghoul. That specific comment can be put in the base category. That specific comment. Next, we got Battle B Daman. I don't know what that is. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I don't know what that is. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Are you 12? Like, just wondering. Or, like, have you just never watched anything, like, since you turned 12? And I don't actually want to know if you're 12, okay? Because you're not supposed to be here if you're 12. I'm just gonna say that right now. But, I don't know. No, I've heard of Bakugan. I know what Bakugan is. But I didn't even know there was an anime for it. I think if you're watching a lot of little kids anime, I don't know if you have taste. I mean, I don't want it to sound rude, okay? But if these are the ones that you wanted me to if you wanted to include these in your taste in anime, you couldn't think of anything else except for these. I'm kind of just gonna put you in the waste category because I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sorry. I really don't. So, yeah. That is our first waste. I'm sorry. It had to be this way. I'm sorry, little one. Oh, now there's a poop emoji on my screen. Just for you, because your taste is waste. Next, top 3 anime, Mushoku Tensei, Re:Zero, and Gintama. Gintama, I could not watch all of it. Re:Zero, again, I only really watched the first season. Mushoku Tensei I like, but you're still gonna go in the mid category because I don't really care for the other two, so. Like, I'm sure Gintama is good. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but again, it's one of those ones where I picked it up for a little bit and I was like, eh. So, that gets you a mid. Next, we got a long one. I'm not gonna read all the notes that you made, but I do appreciate them. Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann. We can put that in the base category. Wait. No. It goes in the mid category. I don't know why I almost wanted to put in the base category. I did. My initial reaction was, but then I remembered that what I said earlier. So, my heart wants to put it in the base category, but it's going in the mid. Mobile Suit Gundam, the 08th MS team. Haven't seen it. Ranking of Kings, haven't seen it, so those go in the mid. Code Geass also goes in the mid. And Haikyuu, I'm sorry, Snake. I'm gonna put that in the waste. I think Haikyuu is so overhyped. I really do not care about Haikyuu at all. I really don't. So, sorry. Like, when I think of sports anime, I think of Haikyuu, and I really don't like thinking about it. So, next we got a lot. So we're kind of just gonna rapid fire these, okay? Angel Beats, mid. Bakuman, mid. Initial D, mid. Bleach, mid. Naruto, mid. One Piece, mid. Breakblade, mid. Fate, depending on which one. It really depends. As a whole, mid, because it's confusing. Cross Engen, mid. Never heard of it. D-Gray Man, mid, because I, like, have heard about it, but it never looked interesting enough for me to get into, so mid. Death Note, mid. Dragon Ball, mid. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, waste. Fullmetal Panic, mid. Gundam, mid. Haikyuu, waste. Hajime no Ippo, mid. Real Life, mid. No Game, No Life. I've seen that one and I have mixed feelings about it, but mid. Steins Gate, based. SAO really depends. Really depends. But like the first part of it, for the most part, mid. Prince of Tennis, mid because I haven't seen it. Toradora, mid. Gintama, mid. Your Lie in April, mid. Aquarian of Genesis, haven't seen it, so mid. Berserk, based off just the anime, mid. Beelzebub, haven't seen it, mid. Goblin Slayer, waste. Jujutsu Kaisen, again, mid, because I just don't really have much opinions on it at the moment. Attack on Titan. I like Attack on Titan. I do. But I think the first season was just really annoying. It was just a bunch of screaming and angry little boy and really super shonen. I think the final season was really good. I think season 2 was really good. So I'm gonna put Attack on Titan in the mid category because it's kind of a bit of a waste and a bit of a based. Alright, next we have a certain magical index, a certain scientific railgun, a certain scientific accelerator. I've heard these are good. Never watched any of them because, again, they really haven't stood out to me. I think I tried to watch a certain scientific railgun, and I got like 3 episodes into it, and I just didn't care. So, mid to all of those. Hellgirl, haven't seen it, mid. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I think it's okay. I've only watched a few episodes of it. I think it's overhyped. Maybe I'm just not really into like little school life stuff, but I think it's a very interesting idea, the whole thing, but I really wasn't able to watch too much of it. So mid. One Out's mid because I don't know it. Overlord, I could not continue watching. I did like it, but I also think that one's a bit too overhyped, so mid. Chihaya Fudu, haven't seen it, mid. March Comes in Like a Lion, based. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, mid. Great Teacher, Onizuka, haven't seen it, so mid. Get Backers, haven't seen it, mid. It's Difficult to Love an Otaku. I don't know if that's an abbreviation or if it's a completely different anime than the one I'm thinking of. It's Difficult to Love an Otaku. Okay, you're talking about Watakoi. Watakoi. I think that is a very good anime. It's a little basic, it's a little boring, but I'm gonna give it a base because it filled me with the fluffy feelings. So I'm gonna give that a base. Shaman King, haven't seen it, so mid. Clannad, mid. Slam Dunk, mid. Ranking of Kings, mid. Dr. Stone so far I really liked. I think it started to get kind of confusing when the second season came out. At least I was really confused. But I do like it, but I am going to give it a mid. I'm going to give it a mid. Because it really just, I don't know. It just feels like Senku gets away with too much bullshit. So I think it's a mid. Yu-Gi-Oh! Mid. Trigun, I'm just going off of the one that I've seen, so I'm going to give it a base. Yu Yu Hakusho, mid. Rurouni Kenshin, mid, because I haven't seen it. Flame of Recca, mid, I haven't seen it. Mojako, mid, I haven't seen it. Fancy Lala, mid, haven't seen it. Saber Marionette J, mid, haven't seen it. Magic Knight Ray Earth, mid, because I haven't seen it. And last but not least, Volt as 5. Haven't seen it, so it's mid. Remember, mid does not mean that it's bad. Mid means that I don't really know where else to put it. It's mercy. Mid is mercy. So, Vision of Escaflowne, I don't know what that is, so mid. Next, oh my gosh, that was such a long list. We got, okay Blaze, please rate my taste in anime, or a few shows individually. Here are my top 10 favorite series. Neon Genesis Evangelion, based. Land of the Lustrous, base. Spice and Wolf, I think Spice and Wolf is overhyped, mid. Gunslinger Girl, haven't seen it, mid. Hinamatsuri, haven't seen it, mid. School Rumble, haven't seen it, mid. Kino's Journey, haven't seen it, mid. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, again, couldn't get through it, don't remember what happened in whatever I saw, so mid. Beck, haven't seen it, mid. Re-Life, haven't seen it, mid. If anything, it's underrated. Spice and Wolf, again, this is another one of those anime that I really don't remember what happens. I don't even remember, I remember nothing from Spice and Wolf. And I think I watched all of it that's out, that is anime. I don't remember it at all. So, mid. Please judge me, Burezu-kun. Madoka Magica, mid. Citrus, mid. K-On! Too many people talk about this, honestly, so I'm gonna give it a mid just to piss people off. Happy Sugar Life, mid. Magical Girl Site, you... mid. Nana. I don't remember what happened in Nana. I've seen it. But mid. Bloom Into You. I actually watched that, but not all of it, so I'm gonna give it a mid because I don't remember what happened. I didn't watch all of it, so again, mid. Land of Lustrous. I love Land of Lustrous. I'm gonna give you based. Kasa-san and Yamada. I haven't seen it, so I think it's mid. I'm in love with the villainess. Again, mid. Otaku Elf. Haven't seen, so mid. Yuri Is My Job. Interesting title. Mid. And Death Note. Mid. Pretty mid. Like I said, guys, most popular anime is mid. Do you think I was lying when I put them on debut? No. You should have expected this. Next, we got Evangelion, please. You mentioned it, and I need to hear you rant about the characters. Okay, here's my list. All of Evangelion. You want to rant about the characters in Evangelion? I think that's better saved for a different time, but in general, I think Shinji's character could have been better. I think Asuka was a tad bit annoying. I think Rei was a tad bit annoying. I think Misato was a tad bit annoying. I think Kaji was an underused character. I think Shinji's dad was also an underused character. I think Kaoru was an unfortunately underused character. And not because of the whole, like, you know, kind of gay relationship that was going on. Even if he literally had no, like, you know, romantic feelings or whatever you want to call them towards Shinji, I still think that he was a bit of a waste of a character. And the reason why is you have to realize what Kaoru's character arc actually was. And for an angel to essentially be like, you know, maybe humanity, there are some humans, like, worth saving. That is a very interesting character that they basically just threw away to, like, I don't know, like, help Shinji grow as a character. I feel like other stuff could have happened, you know? So, and don't get me wrong, I love Evangelion. I love Evangelion for the themes that the story presents, not for the characters. I don't really care for the characters in Evangelion. It is one of the few times where the characters serving the plot is not so much of a bad thing, because Evangelion doesn't feel like it needs to focus on its characters all of the time. It does, and it's important, and when it does a really good job. But for the most part, I think the general, like, the impression that Evangelion leaves on you is, that is what is more... That is what sticks with me in Evangelion more. The feeling of Evangelion is what has stayed with me, not the actual characters, if that makes sense. And last but not least, to finish off tonight, World Trigger, Dr. Stone, Blue Lock, Hajime no Ippo. Thank you for... Wait, are they working now? Or did you just do that, Drizbane? Are they working now, or is that from earlier? I can't tell. Because that just popped up. Oh, you just did that? Just did that? Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Love this spice you brought today, Blaze. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. World Trigger haven't seen, so I'm going to put it in a mid. Dr. Stone, again, mid. Blue Lock, mid. Hajime no Ippo, mid. So mid. Mid. Flat out mid. And those are all my opinions on those anime that you guys sent in. Again, hopefully those of you that did not see your individual, you know, thing put in, hopefully those of you that did not see your individual one still saw the anime that you like you still saw it. So, you know more or less if it was mid or if it, oh my god, my phone just fell over. If it was mid or if it was not. Ugh. Let's actually have a show of hands. Let's have a show of hands, chat, okay? We're gonna have a quick little spamming contest of sorts. Raise your hand if, based off of what other people were rated, or if you yourself were one of the anonymous ones that were rated, raise your hand if your anime likes were based. Raise your hand. Honestly, I'm still in shock I went first and hit it big. Yeah, good job, Admiral, and thank you for the super chat. And it's your first super chat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for choosing Geico. So they're all the hands. Okay, so you guys are pretty based. Okay, you guys are based. I mean, I hope that, I hope that you're not lying to me. You hit me with a mid so I can't raise my hand. Well, you know. Okay. We got a few base people. Now raise your hand if, based off what I said today, your opinions were mid. It's okay. Show the class. Show the class. Show the class. Show your hands. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, guys, look at all these idiots. Oh my god, their opinion in anime is mid. So cringe. Oh my god, who likes mid anime anyways? Oh my god. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All you that are mid, just remember, for the most part, it's probably because I didn't know what anime it was, or it just kind of fell short for me. Or you just had a mix of you had a mix. And some of them still might have made it into the base section. Now, this one, because I didn't give out a lot of wastes because of people, because you guys were pretty good. You guys had pretty good. I would give you guys a B minus in your taste in anime. That is what I'm gonna give. That's the grade that you got today, class. You get a B minus in your taste in anime. Now raise your hand if you got wasted. Raise your hand if waste is what you got. I'm sorry. Come on, show the class. Show the class if you got waste. Anybody on the waste train? Come on, don't be nervous. Come on. Anybody? Okay. Yeah, it's mostly your individual ones instead of your taste as a whole. So for the most part, again, you can give yourself a solid B minus, a passing grade. Good job, class. And thank you to everyone that participated. And yeah. I hope that you guys had fun with this. I hope nobody's going to write a twit longer about me. Just, oh my god, I can't believe the anime girls on the internet today. They think they know everything about anime, but they don't know anything. I listened to the stupid little redheaded anime girl that only talks about Nier, and she had to say that my favorite anime ever was Wasted. I cannot believe it. I am seething mad. Oh wait, my chicken nuggets are done. I'm going to tell my mom that she needs to get my chicken nuggets out of the microwave and cut them up so I can eat them with my fork, and I can dip them in my ketchup while I watch Bakugan. Did you like that? Anyways. I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow for... Can I get a drum roll, please? For those of you that do not know what we are doing tomorrow, we are playing... What are we playing? Where's my drum roll? Thank you. We are playing More Lies of P! We get to beat that boss. We're gonna pee all over him. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pee all over him, guys. We're gonna be the best pissers known to man. We're gonna be the pee lords. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Alright? I am excited to pee tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. For now, let's pick someone to raid. Let's take a peek. Who is on at the moment? Let's see. we have to pick between... We got Nebu. We got Scarlet Yonagumi. We got Rosemi Lovelock. We got Obake Pam. We have Yuko Yurei. All right. How would you... Yuko is playing Grand Theft Auto. And Pam is... What is Pam doing? Pam is having her 3D showcase. You know, I kind of want to check out Pam's 3D showcase. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go to Pam. We're going to go to Pam, and we are going to give her our love and support. We are going to be gracious and kind, and we are going to be respectful. We rubies are going to be respectful, so you guys represent me well. All right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go say hi to Pam, and we are going to support her. Once again, for those of you that somehow don't know how you wound up here, my name is Blaze Shinryu, and I will see you tomorrow. Ka-chow!